in the junior solo division, we have entry number 17.
This is Fallon's opportunity to make an impression. I want to see how she handles the spotlight and also how she handles the pressure.
Hi, I'm Jordan Sparks, and you're watching my series Dance Coach Reacts. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at FALLON CHAPMAN from Dance Moms, and we're going to see whether the show paid her justice or not. So if you're interested in that, make sure to stick around, give this video a great big thumbs up, and let's hop right into it. So the first dance that we're going to be taking a look at is actually Fallon's solo from the show. So this is the choreographer's cut, meaning we're going to have the full dance. So let's check it out.
This is Fallon with Voices in My Head.
Alright, so while we were watching this on the show, I believe it was when she went into the preparation into the calypso that they were saying, oh, she forgot the entire dance, she forgot all of the choreography, she's just improvising this, disqualify her. And I'm like, this doesn't look like she forgot it. This looks very choreographed a few counts later, so I'm like, wondering what's going on with production there. That being said, I think that she's doing a great job. Super expressive, very animated in the face, very clean lines, nice stretched ankles, pointed feet, beautiful control. I think that she's doing a nice clean job so far. But let's hop right back into it. Okay, well, I don't know at what point she actually forgot it, but her mom, Cheryl, is saying that she forgot it, so I'm assuming she forgot the choreography at some point during this dance. But that being said, if this is just improv still, she's doing a great job. And beautiful leg catch turn, like, hello.
Excuse me. Yeah. This kid just forgot her whole dance.
She's making it up.
So she's a kid that auditioned for me. She just forgot the whole dance and she's making all this crap up as she goes along. So disqualify her.
Well, we can't disqualify her for that reason.
Okay, so I just wanted to say that overall I think that she did a great job regardless if she forgot or not. There were some steps in there that I'm like, okay, that's definitely something that you would have worked on in your old studio and doesn't look like a piece of Abby Lee choreography. I thought that she did a great job. She didn't really let it show in her face. She stayed committed and performed the entire number until the music was done and then exited the stage. That is a great performer. She was working professional. If you forget the choreography and you're doing a solo, that is what you're supposed to do. I'm a little bit confused why she went and tried to have her disqualified because I've never seen her do that with another dancer. She usually commends them for continuing to go if they forgot their choreography and then scolds them because they forgot their choreography. But she generally doesn't try and have them disqualified, so that was a little confusing. But overall, I thought that she did a great job. And next we're going to check out Red with Envy, which is the group dance that she was in.
Silence can be so cruel. I laugh for the words I can't find. You left it behind like the last broken glass on the floor. And I'm aching to be free from these riddles and from these monsters of rage for something above this
Okay, so first off, I love these costumes, and I think that she blends in with this group perfectly. Size-wise, she blends right in. I feel like she kind of looks like Maddie on stage at this age, so she definitely fits in with the group. Her timing is not off at anything that I'm seeing here so far, so there's nothing that's catching my eye in a negative way. I think that she's doing a great job, but let's hop back into it. Nice. I think that she really catches on well to Abby Lee's choreography and style. I think that she's doing a great job. My one critique would be to be a bit more powerful and explosive in your jumps, because the softness of her jumps is where I'm seeing her stick out amongst this group. But other than that, I think that she's doing a great job. And I would just say to really press into that ankle. It's not that she's sickling, but she's got more extension that she could use in her ankles. But I think she's doing a terrific job with this group dance, and I think she's got gall. Like, keep in mind, she had just forgotten her solo and then went on stage and performed this group dance right after. So most kids would be a nervous wreck, and she's handling this like a professional. All right, well, that's the end of that group dance. I thought that that was incredible. I thought that she did a great job, and for this being her first and only group dance that she did with the group, I commend her. I thought that she was terrific, and shout out to Maddie because she slayed that dance as well. But I thought that she did a terrific job in those two numbers on the show, and I wanted to check out what her dancing was like off the show. So her mom, Cheryl, actually sent me a ton of different videos of Fallon's dancing, and I decided that I'm going to react to a couple of pieces that were around the same time as the show, so we can take a look at Fallon's dancing and what she was like off the show in comparison to the show. All right, so this first one is called Note to God, and it says it was choreographed by Mr. D.
If I wrote a note to God, I would speak what's in my soul. I'd ask for all the hate to be swept away, for love to overflow. If I wrote a note to God, I'd pour my heart out.
Okay, so right off the bat, I absolutely love this costume, and I love the color of it. Absolutely gorgeous. Her extensions, gorgeous. Right from her entrance, the way that she takes command over her body, beautiful movement quality and articulation, gorgeous port-de-bras. She has beautiful lines. I would say that I like this movement quality and this dance and choreography better than what I saw on the show, but I still think that they were so nasty to her, especially Abby, for how she did such a great job on the show, and it was framed as if she just came on and was this giant mess up. So I don't think that's very fair at all, but I do think that she has beautiful control and technique, a gorgeous backbend flexibility, lines. Like, this girl has it all.
On each page, I'd ask for war to end and for
Okay, so one tiny little bobble there, but wow, she is doing a really high difficulty level and just sliding it into these choreographies. And this is in 2015, so this is 6 years ago. I think that she is an incredible dancer and did not get to showcase that on the show. Also, kudos to this choreographer because I really like this choreography.
We can do it on our own. And it looks like so much is going wrong on this
Okay, what? This is so good. She's literally pulling off so many different things in here that I had no idea that this girl was capable of, which is exactly what I like to see when I'm reacting to a dancer or when I'm adjudicating. If I was at a dance competition right now and I saw her come on stage and she whipped out all of that, I would be like, wait, what? So some minor corrections in that jump. She just needed to have that front leg a little bit more forward, so a little more activation of the turn out, the inner thigh from the back of the leg. And she did a roll up from a toe stand, and from there the weight just needed to be a little bit more forward and engaged and pushed through the front of the hips. So if you don't do that, you're going to come crunching down on your toes. But otherwise, it was beautiful, but the weight placement just sank back about halfway through. Gorgeous. I'm blown away.
if I wrote a note to God.
Yes,
Fallon.
queen. Okay, that was so good. And like I said, the technical difficulty level of that number was through the roof. I am blown away. I think her turns are so good. And what she has that I don't see in a lot of young dancers is really, really great control over her core and knowing exactly where her arms are supposed to be placed. She's nice and engaged through her back. That is something that I do not see a lot amongst young dancers, even ones that train in ballet. So there is a understanding there that she has that I think is above her years when it comes to technique, especially in those turns. The only correction that I would have in the turns is they feel a bit stiff to me. There's nothing technically wrong with them, but just relax the shoulders, I would say. They're nice and supported, and everything is so good. Her arms are so strong while she's finishing off those pirouettes where most people are just sinking in on themselves. So, amazing job. I was blown away by that solo. So good. So I'm going to hop into the next one real quick here.
Please welcome to the stage, act number 161.5, Heartbreak.
Ooh, another lovely costume. This reminds me of Kendall's Blowing Red without the hat. See, you can see in this dance how she is using her arms and correctly carrying them from the back. You can see all of the right muscles engaging.
Soon as my mind starts telling me that I'm
Even better ankles and feet and nice stretched knees in this dance than any of the others I've seen.
to you with nothing in return.
She has even more stretched ankles and nicely articulated feet in this number than any of the ones previous, and I'm seeing that control all throughout her legs. That being said, like I was mentioning in the previous number, the tension or stiffness that I was seeing in the upper body, that's kind of creeping in with this number. Otherwise, she would have nailed that pirouette. But when it comes to a pirouette, you have to be really nice and controlled, but it has to be a release. So I like to think of exhaling, like being really nice and controlled and then letting go in the pirouette, knowing that your placement is correct and that your arms are in the right place, but not holding on to it, if that makes any sense. You have to be one with gravity and flow through your turn, and that requires releasing and letting go to the turn. So I hope that that makes sense to you guys. But overall, the posture and the technique and everything is great. So if this is happening to you in your turns, if you're bobbling out of a turn and you're like, everything looks perfect, I don't get it, it might be because everything is perfect. You're being a little bit too controlling, and you need to just release, let go, exhale, and it will come naturally.
Soon as my heart breaks, soon as my soul stops aching for you, then I'll be alright. Maybe I can sleep the night knowing that
Nice.
I'm free again.
See there, her weight placement was nice all the way through the toe stand. I would say that her movement quality is super mature. She is a delight to watch on stage.
But how can I walk on knowing you're the only one I need?
Okay, awesome. She has already worked on that correction that I was saying with the tension and the stiffness in the upper body. I can see that her shoulders are nice and pressed down, but a lot more relaxed in this number than in the previous one. So I guess that was probably just force of habit that she bobbled that first turn because the technique was beautiful. And those turns were gorgeous. Super graceful. Beautiful hands. Gorgeous feet. Yes. So good. You see how she really uses her entire arm? So much more expressive if you use your entire arm, and think of your arms as making lines to the end of the room, just like your legs. Oh, that was interesting. Yes, beautiful port de bras.
I'll have to find the strength to say the words goodbye.
So again, she just needs to get back to that core strength that I was talking about in the previous number. She was really connected and controlled from the very bottom of her core, like right connecting into her hips, and that was nice and controlled through her back as well. And in this one, I feel like she's maybe a bit more focused on relaxing her shoulders and making sure that those are completely focused, and that she's letting go a little bit of the core strength that she needs in the lower abdominals, whereas all of the rest of her placement and everything was gorgeous. And those pencil turns, so good.
Soon as my heart breaks.
Excellent job, Fallon. That was absolutely incredible. I feel like I'm actually adjudicating at a competition right now because I have my old mic. But I thought that she did an absolutely incredible job. I can't wait to see her work on some more true contemporary work, especially now that she's getting older and more mature, because her acting is already there, and the way that she uses her body to tell the story is already there because she's really connected and using all of her body. She's really supporting her arms and carrying her arms from the back. She is really working with all of the technique and being a smart dancer, but also really performing from the heart and just killing it at the same time. So honestly, if this is the dancing that Fallon is capable of, I think that she maybe would have benefited in some different ways from Abby and her coaching, because Abby has a ton of experience and there's a lot of different things that people can learn from Abby and take away. But in my experience watching the show, I felt that after season 4 that everybody's technique started declining because they didn't have enough time to train anyways. So if you're not chasing fame and you just want to be a dancer and you just want to work, honestly, it's probably better that she wasn't on the show for that long, because she could continue to work on her training and didn't let Abby tear her down, didn't let Abby be the one that gets to decide that this is the end of her dancing journey, kind of gave her the bye, sister, and continued to train, continued to excel, and she's doing an amazing job. Her mother actually sent me some of Fallon's current dancing, so maybe we can react to that in another video. If you like this video, make sure to give it a great big thumbs up. What do you think? Do you think this was another situation where Abby or the producers and the show kind of did Fallon dirty just so that they could get a nice, exciting episode? Because I think that they really didn't think of the children a lot of the time on this show, especially when bringing in somebody for an episode, and how the way they portray them on TV can follow them for the rest of their lives. And most of these kids really just want to work as professional dancers, and they don't want to be tainted by their one-day experience on this show. So I think that Fallon did an incredible job, but I want to know what you guys think. So give this video a thumbs up if you think that she did a great job as well. And I think that that is it for this video. So make sure to subscribe if you're brand new to my channel. Make sure to tap the bell notification if you'd like to be reminded every single time that I post a new video. And as always, make sure to be weird, be wild, and stay sparkly. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.